All right, so Jody, the reason I'm getting straight into this is because I want to set a level of intensity for you and a level of mindset. That's why I'm not doing our usual chit chat, because I want you in the mind space.
Yeah.
I am going to call this a crossroads call.
Yep.
Right, this is a crossroads call. Now I'm going to turn my Thermomix off, and as I do that, that's going to give you 10 seconds, and I want you to think about what a crossroads call or what a crossroads might mean for you right now and why I'm calling it that, okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Go. Okay.
So, a crossroads call meaning I need to make a choice that's right for me, but not based on all of my fears and stuff that always come up when I need to make a choice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I have planned all along that you ladies will get one, if not more than one crossroads call. But I don't tell you that. Because if I told you that, you would go, oh my God, I'm going to have moments of challenge throughout this course, right? And you'd be like, I'm not doing this. But you've been on this journey now for 7 weeks. You have developed a mindset, a self-awareness, a self-esteem, a self-worth that you know you. So I can tell you this now, because you look at these moments now not as scary, all right? You know in your heart of hearts, that message I got from you when you said, this is my thoughts, so I know I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
I'm having these doubts, I'm having this. There is going to be a breakthrough. In my life, every time I have made a choice that has changed my life for the better, this is where I've been right now, where you are.
Yeah.
I've spoken to lots of people over the last 3 years, and this is the same. They say, when you are at this point where it feels like there is this perfect storm whizzing around your head, this is your moment. This is your crossroads. Okay, so there's a reason why I don't tell people at the start that they're going to have crossroads calls.
Okay.
So this is a really exciting moment for you. Now, I want to remind you that throughout this process with me, there is no consequence. There is no judgment at all. Any decisions that you make, any processes that you take are wholly and solely yours, and there is no wrong decision.
Yeah.
There is no wrong decision. There is no mistakes. There is only opportunities for learning and growth.
Yeah.
Throughout this call and throughout this process, I want you to commit to yourself and to commit to me right now that you are going to do this with intensity, that you are going to do this for you, with you, as you. Okay, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
You are going to, as Calvin would actually put it, you're going to play full in. So you are going to play full in this, and you're going to completely back yourself.
Cool.
All right? That may mean feeling a bit vulnerable. That may mean being really, really honest, but there is no consequence. There is no judgment. There is no right or wrong answer at the end of this, okay? So I know for you at the moment, your crossroads is this decision to build your own brand or your own business or build an empire for yourself that is yours, something that before you didn't feel was possible.
Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. You have now been working on you, the true you, and you've come to a crossroads where you realize that you're worth something. And I'll tell you what's happening. I know I put it to you in a message before, but I want you to have the recording of this call, because this is going to be an epic moment for you no matter what you choose to do.
Okay.
Your instinct is telling you something. Okay? If it wasn't, then you wouldn't be messaging me asking me about it.
Yes.
And you've sat on it for a little bit, as we all do, because that's a habit. That's what we've learnt to do, right? We've learnt to think and react rather than act and then do whatever we need to, right? Yeah. And what's happened there is your devil of doubt has started kicking in. So your brain, your gut brain's gone, shit, this is something different. I don't like this. This isn't routine. And your devil of doubt started going money, other people, time, kids, all of those things, right?
Yeah.
It's a really good thing. It means that your brain's functioning the way that it's meant to. Trying to keep you alive. But we need to recognize that for what it is, and then we're going to produce these fears for you so that you can make a decision that is exciting and logical for you.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an epic process. First thing I'm going to ask you is, are you committed to playing full in and backing yourself right now?
Yes.
From a scale of 1, not much, to 10, yes, I really am. Where are we on that?
I'd be an 8.
Okay. All right. We're going to get you to a 10 before we start. I'm going to tell you how we're going to do it. Yes, Taylor. All right. They're sorry, arguing over paint. All right. I want you to think of the one thing, whether it's a behavior or a limiting belief, that has held you back the most, either throughout your life or right now.
Well, what come up that had me not be a 10 was just straight away was I'm afraid.
Okay, excellent. Of what?
I don't know.
That's fine. Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just an automatic reaction of this. Even just playing full out is scary.
Great. Why?
Yeah.
Scary? What might go wrong?
I won't win. Was the first thing that just came into my head. I'll lose.
Okay, I'll lose. I'll fail. All right, great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Why will you lose? Why will you fail? Knowing that there is no mistakes, that there is no opportunities. And just so you know, once we do this, I'm actually going to completely dissolve the concept of fear for you. Okay?
Yay.
I'm going to dissolve it. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to see it for what it is. End of story.
Yeah.
This is why I don't, this is why, and just so you know, you're not the first person to have this call out of our group this week.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is timed here for a reason. All right? I've got you, you've got you. What does that mean? So let's look at what we're talking about at the moment, where you're talking about doing the branding formula or building your online brand. It doesn't matter what it is. What does it mean to lose? What does it mean to fail? What do you mean by that?
That I'll become an emotional mess, and the people that have already done it, so Rhonda, the owner of the program, will actually think that I'm weak and useless and worthless, and why can't you just get over your stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. I could tell you the reality of this right now, but I don't want to. I want you to work through it. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What would that mean for you, though? Let's go deeper.
Yeah.
If you're worried about failing, if you're worried about what other people are thinking, what are you thinking about yourself right now? I'm going to really rock you. I'm going to really rock you, okay? But it's going to be fantastic. I got rocked with this same thing this weekend. I've been rocked with this process across a number of areas of my life over the last 3 years, and this is really important. What are you thinking about yourself? If other people are going to say that about you, if you think you're going to fail, let's go deeper.
Yeah. So I'm picturing Rhonda saying all this stuff to me because I've fallen in a heap and not been able to get over something. So I'm thinking, that I am useless and worthless. Can't communicate properly. Aren't smart enough. I kind of feel like just a little girl that's always being told off.
Right, excellent.
And then I'm always doing I'm always doing it the wrong way, doing the wrong thing. Why can't you just do it the way everyone else can just do it?
First thing, no one else does it, everyone else just does it. Just so you know.
Right.
Second thing, even Rhonda has gone through what you're saying now.
Mm.
Me too. Okay?
Yeah.
Is there a time in your life where this has happened before, where you have been that little girl or felt like that little girl that's always being told off, judged? That's not
all the time. Like in every single job I've had, I've felt that. Just that there's this big, it just seems like a big looming monster over me.
Yep.
So that's always telling me off, telling me what to do.
Right. Whatever you resist will persist.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Yeah. Whatever that situation is, you are creating yourself. Whatever you resist will persist.
Yeah.
So this limiting belief you have in your head, this fear, I'm going to keep calling it a fear for the minute. I'm going to be really honest. You are creating that because you are going in with this preconception that it's going to happen. And then you'll probably subconsciously or consciously do things in order for that to come true, because it validates the feeling that you are what? I am. That validates that you are, I am.
Useless.
Useless. Not good enough. That's it, isn't it, when it comes down to it?
Yeah.
I've had so many people say to me, your belief at this moment is that you're not good enough. And I've literally been like, that's not true.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Even Rhonda has moments where she feels like she's not good enough.
Yeah.
Calvin Coyles has moments where he feels like he's not good enough. As superhuman as he is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not good enough. So something has happened to you. You have taken on something from someone else to create this limiting belief that you are not good enough. All right. And we are going to later on dissolve that as well. All right. So that's what it is. It's this limiting belief that I am not good enough. And you know what? It always comes down to that. Because if you're good enough, you realize that challenges are going to happen, but nothing's going to stop you. You're not going to fail.
Yeah.
If you felt like you were good enough, you wouldn't be worried about what Rhonda was going to think, what anyone else was going to think. Okay. But this is really normal. I'm not good enough means I'm at a crossroads. But the fact that you've come out with it, all right, we're ready to break through. Now, I want you to hang on to that feeling of I'm not good enough, and I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to really feel what you're feeling at the moment. And I want you to think for me now and just start talking about what that limiting belief has cost you throughout your life. What has it cost you from holding on to that and acting from that limiting belief?
It's cost me opportunities to do the things that I want to do. Cost me like going over to the gala in Perth. Next month it'll cost me doing an NLP course. If I don't get rid of it, it'll possibly cost me doing the sexy branding course. It's cost me being vocal and sharing my strengths with people when they're in times of needing support, because I've just kept quiet. It's cost me being a leader in committees, but also in my family. So I feel like I'm constantly battling with what I contribute in life to my family as well as just to myself. It's cost me backing myself, and then I've just done what other people have wanted me to do. It's cost me going to university, getting a high score, studying well through my year 12. It's cost me close friendships. Yeah, that's probably it.
What has it cost you as a mother?
As a mother, feeling like that I couldn't parent the way I wanted to parent, that I had to keep up appearances. So then I was always compromising with myself, and then trying to validate the decision I made, which really wasn't the decision I wanted to make. So it's cost me a lot of self-worth and power.
What is it?
Probably closeness as well.
Yep.
Closeness to my children.
Yeah.
Closeness to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's look at your intimate relationship, your team with Greg. Ability to be a team. What does it cost you there?
To be a team.
Just what is it, Greg? Yeah.
It's cost my voice.
Yeah.
I just sort of follow the leader, but then chuck little tantrums as well, because it's not really what I want to be doing. So then it's like we're then we're not on the same page. So Greg's thinking one way and thinking everything's fine, and I'm thinking another way, but I didn't speak up about it. So therefore we're not being a team. So it's slowing us down in where we want to go, because I'm just not expressing what that fully is for me.
How about financial?
Well, that's probably cost happiness, in the sense that I don't earn anything, so I feel I actually feel like I'm putting the brakes on in our life, for our future and for any choices, for any freedom to just do whatever we want to go and do. Yeah, like I'm putting the brakes on, and then expecting something different to just happen, for money to just like fall into our lap. We have enough to cover our expenses, and that's it.
Excellent. You're doing really well. You're doing really well. What would life look like if you weren't playing to this limiting belief that isn't even true?
Life would look like us jumping in planes and flying all over the world and taking our business with us. Freedom, happiness, seeing the world and how beautiful it is, like actually seeing it in person, not just on a TV screen. No restrictions. Ease in the house. Like a peace of mind and relaxed, and freedom to choose what we want to do at any moment. Probably a lot of love and connection, and really healthy food.
Excellent. You're doing really well. I want you to hang on to that for a second. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then I'm going to ask you a question. All right? I want you to look at the comparison between those two. I want you to feel how it feels when you're acting out in this limiting belief, and I want you to see and feel what you deserve to have and feel when you start acting out of your truth. And I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
How committed are you to championing these fears right now? Out of 10. 1 being not really, 10 being fully.
If I can feel the way I feel right now after answering your last question, by 10 fully championing my fears, then I would definitely choose that's the way to go. Choosing 10.
Excellent. So I want you to give your subconscious permission, playfully, and back itself for this moment, because the next few weeks are going to be pretty awesome.
Cool.
Okay. You can open your eyes. All right. You did really well. I had tears during that. I always do. Everything you said is nothing that I have never said before. Okay? Give me just a second. Come here. They're fighting. Come on. Come on. Right. You're going to stick with me for just a second. I'm going to stick with Mum for just a second. She's a little bit crook. So on the weekend, Calvin did a process with me where we can help you to let go of that limiting belief straight away. We're going to do that over the next few weeks, okay? I just have to do some more learning about how to do it over the internet because I want to bring that in.
Okay.
Just a second. Yes, Ayla? Sorry, Jody. You need to go and get some out of the bath, babe. I'm on the call to Jody, so you can step in the bath and turn the tap on and go and get some water. That is absolutely fine. No, I can't do it. You can do it. Okay. So, what are your biggest fears with moving forward in business? Or moving forward to do this thing that it is that you want to do?
That I can't do it quick enough, that I don't really know what I'm doing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I can't do it quick enough. Now, this is all stuff that we'll go through more and more, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just writing it all down. I can't do it quick enough. I don't know what I want to do. Excellent. Neither did I, that first call, by the way. I had no idea. You will probably, by the end of that strategy call, know. Okay. Excellent. Where do you feel fear? When you think about you can't do it quick enough, I don't know what I want to do, is there any financial fears there? Because I want to bring that up too.
Financial fears. I obviously have them. Otherwise, I would be a millionaire by now.
Yeah.
Clearly. So I don't know, the conversation is just that we don't have enough. It's always just the conversation.
Yeah. And that scarcity mindset, I'll be really honest. It's the same when you say we don't have enough love, we don't have enough trust. If you keep living with that scarcity mindset, you'll always be scared. So as an example, on the weekend, I made a decision right then and there that I was going to have I even told him. I said to him on the second day, I'm going to learn from you. He said, you're learning from me now. I said, no, I'm going to learn from you. So when it came that moment to actually purchase him as a coach, I was there. I was up. I was signing the form, and I had no idea how I was going to fund that at this moment. But I made a decision that I would create resources because I was good enough. I was freaking good enough, right? I was literally like, I'm going to call a few people and I'm going to create work for myself. I'm going to create side businesses. You know, I'm going to spend $2,000 on marketing to get $50,000 back next month and pay for it all in one. And it was, I'm just going to make this happen.
Yeah.
When you release that belief of being good enough, especially when it comes to this, that will happen. Okay, that will absolutely happen. But I promise you, though, we don't have enough. Will constantly keep coming up. I don't know what I want to do. That will keep coming up for you unless we not only champion these, but we release that belief. Okay, and part of that, once we do that, I'm going to be really, really down the line here, is proximity and accountability. Proximity being involved with the right people.
Yeah.
All the time. So your health, making sure you continue to do that, whether you choose the sexy brand building formula or not, I don't mind. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an advocate for it. But if that's the case, then you stay in that group, you stay with me. Whether you move on, you find another mentor, whatever it is, that proximity is so important. It's also important because it's accountability. It's like I said to a young lady the other day, I said, if you didn't get the mentorship course with me and you only got the weekly videos, would you watch them? No. So being part of a course, being part of a program, being part of a group where you have to remain accountable is super important to drive you forward.
Yeah. That
and the fact that you surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, that are on a higher energy than you, and you've got everything that you need. Okay? Yeah. And that's often where our fear of they're better than me because we feel like we're not good enough. They've had those. Yeah. Right, so what if I told you that fear isn't even, these aren't even fears?
That'd be great. Because if they're not fears, then none of it exists.
They're not, right? Our emotions, it doesn't exist. I'm going to be really honest. Our emotions are simply our perceptions of how we put language around something that we feel or a situation that is happening. Right? So as an example, if you've got a friend who's really annoying you and you feel like they're doing things that are unfair to you, what do you say? How do they make you feel?
They make me feel like I'm not important.
Yeah, which makes you, what emotion do you get from that?
Upset, sad. I would, and then what I would do was I would withdraw from them. I would just back away.
Excellent, and that's great. So you should. But imagine instead of going to Greg and saying, "Oh, I'm so upset, I'm so sad, I'm so frustrated, I'm so angry," whatever it is. Imagine just with a simple reframe, you being able to go, "Isn't it intriguing what Jenny's doing to me right now?" Intriguing. Can you see how, because you've got neutral, then you've got negative, and you've got positive. It's actually the same emotion. It's just on the different positivity scale, right?
Yeah.
It's, sorry, just a second. My girls are fighting. So. Okay, I'll be very here. You stay out there. Isn't that intriguing? Calvin told a story about his dad who's in real estate. And he came home one day and he was like, "I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm enraged at what he's done." This is a new bloke that started at his company. And Calvin was like, "Whoa, who are we killing? Who's threatened your life?" Like, thought something serious had happened because this guy was enraged.
Yeah.
Furious, and he was going to kill someone, right? And then as Calvin spoke to him, and this has happened to me a number of times with a number of my friends too, he said, "There's a new bloke that started at my company and he's gone behind the sign." So what that meant was Calvin's dad was already in a contract to work with this particular person, and this guy went and saw them behind his back, and then had a double contract. And that resulted in Calvin's dad saying, "I'm enraged, furious, I'm infuriated, he's a this, he's a that, and I'm going to kill him." And Calvin was like, "That's a little bit extreme." How about we just say, "Isn't it intriguing what's happening in the real estate business at the moment? Isn't it intriguing?" And can you see how that... When it comes to fear, you smell. You draw on that. When it comes to fear, I'll tell you what fear is, right? Fear is made up. Fear isn't real. Fear, we have a feeling, and I'll talk to you about that feeling in a second, and a physiological reaction to a situation. And then we put words around it to describe it. Now, we often, even in the Australian language, "How are you?" Not bad. "How are you?" "I'm exceptional." "I'm ecstatic."
Yeah.
"I'm superb." Right? You know, and because your mind is actually linked to those words, even if you don't feel like that, you have to feel like that.
Yeah.
Like when you force yourself to smile on the phone when you're talking to the Telstra people. They can hear you smile. You know, like, exactly.
Yeah.
Because your brain is linked like that, right?
Yeah.
But fear, our brain is linked to this word. And the reason I continue to use fear is because when we get to this point, it's so freaking strong. Right? Those things that you mentioned there, they're not scary. They might be challenging. They might be exciting. Yeah?
Yeah.
They might be. Because seriously, what happens to you when you feel fear? What happens to your guts?
I've never really paid any attention to what my body does. Although I have
If you did know, what would the answer be?
Well, my body shaking, like wanting to run away, my heart beating fast, not being able to speak, or I would be screaming, or yeah, like in a, I guess, speeding up to kind of get away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I do that. Yeah.
Your heart.
Yeah.
So have you ever been excited before?
Yeah.
What does your body do and what does your heart do when you get excited?
Yeah, the same thing. Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't it interesting?
Yeah.
So imagine you saying, or we don't have the money. Instead of going, I'm fearful of that, you go, I'm excited about that. Same physiological reaction. It's actually the same feeling. It's how you frame it. Now I'm going to do something else that's really hard hitting. Fear's not real, because fear's just a thought.
Yeah.
The feeling is real, but fear itself is just the thought or the word, right?
Yeah.
Is danger real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in your dangerous situation, then yeah, that's real. Yeah.
So if you are in an area of conflict, of war, and you are set out to battle, to fight, there is a real danger in that you may get seriously physically hurt, or you may even lose your life.
Yeah.
So danger is real, and that's fine. That's great. The fear itself is our response to danger. Okay, and fear in that situation is a really normal response, because it does all the things that we need to do to try and get us safe, to keep us alive. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in that situation, you could die.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on what you're focusing on at the moment. Joining the sexy brand building formula, not having enough money, is that dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous.
So why do you know what I mean? Like, we can be excited.
Yeah.
We might be nervous.
Yeah.
We might feel challenged.
Yes.
Okay? But fear, right? So we're going to remove these fears right now. Same with, I might think that I'm not clever. Well, is that dangerous?
No. No.
It might be challenging.
Yeah.
It might be exciting, because that's an opportunity to grow.
Yes.
But it's not scary. It's not fearful. I'm not going to die.
Yeah.
Doing an online course with it. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't do it quick enough. If you don't do the sexy brand building formula within the 12 weeks, which lots of people haven't, they've taken longer time.
Yeah.
Is that dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous.
So can we be fearful of it?
No.
Excellent. So all these fears, all these things, they're not fearful. You can frame them however you want to. You can choose to frame them as fearful, and that's fine, because that is your perception of the world. See, our emotions are our perception of how we experience something that's happening.
Yeah.
Two people can experience the exact same situation and have two very different emotional experiences from that.
Yeah.
People can lose $50,000. One person may be emotionally devastated about that, because that's the choice that they've made about their experience. The other person might be extremely excited and motivated about that and going, oh, this is my moment.
Yeah.
Yeah? I don't know if you saw my one about the wedding dress the other day, if you fell in the river in your wedding dress. One person may choose and frame that that's the worst thing that's ever happened to them, and their whole day is ruined.
Yes.
The other person might go, how funny, what a great opportunity for photos. This is so memorable now. I've had the wedding I'll never forget.
Yeah.
It is a choice about how you choose to experience the world. And sorry, excuse me. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Indiana playing up at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, one Abby might go, this is devastating. This is Jodie's crossroad moment. I choose to go, how perfect is this? Jodie's a mum. She's looking at doing something that I want to do. I care for her, and I can prove to her, because I'm a mum too, that it can be done.
Yeah.
It's our choice. It's simply our choice. So these things are no longer fears. All right? They're not. And I just dissolve that for you. Just ask yourself, am I dangerous? Can I lose my life? No. Well, I'm not fearful then. What am I? What am I choosing to be?
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll have moments when you go, oh, that was scary, that was fearful. Stop yourself. You know how to stop yourself. You know how to ground now, and you just add in that, is my life gonna? No. I'm not.
Is this dangerous? No.
Exactly. So what am I choosing to be right now? What emotional state am I choosing to experience right now? Okay? That's what I want you to do. So what I want you to do, while I go change Indiana's nappy, right, we've got those three things. We've got, I can't do it quick enough. I don't know what I want to do. And we don't have enough money. Okay? I want you to rate them on a scale from 1 to 10. Okay? And they might be two with the same, of which one of those are the most pressing challenges for you moving forward right now. And then I'm going to ask you a question. I'm just going to change your nappy. Okay?
All right. So you want me to tell you?
Yep.
Yeah. So we don't have enough money.
Yeah.
So that should be really exciting because I've got an opportunity to just create it. Yeah.
Yay! I love this call. I love it. I love it. Excellent.
Yeah, I have an opportunity to actually be extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be you. All these things, right? I'm going to bring them back. I'm going to send you a picture of this, right? All these things, because I'm going to give you some homework that we wrote down before as you were talking, that it's held you back from being a leader. Family and committees, the opportunity to do the things you want to, the closeness to my children, closeness to anybody, the Man Enough Gala, close friendships, NLP, to have a voice, you follow the leader and chuck tantrums, university, high school, studying well, compromising with yourself, validating decisions that weren't usually yours. I want you to think about them right now, all right, before we move on, because we're going to champion our challenges. I call it championing our fears, but then I do this, I go, not fears. And people go, oh, sneaky. I go, I know, it's my favorite thing. I've got some favorite things. I want you to think about those things, all right? And I want you to spend a moment grounding, and I'm going to mute me for about 5-10 minutes. You can, if you want me to put music on or whatever else, just type the music that you want and I'll find it on YouTube for you. But I want you to spend a moment feeling that, releasing that, and being absolutely so grateful for those things. I want you to have absolute gratitude for those things, because if those things didn't happen, you wouldn't be having this moment right now. Okay? You would not be having this moment right now. So have absolute love and gratitude for those things. If you need to release energy, if you need to pull those things in, you can do it any way you want to. If you want me to take you through a meditation session, I can take you through a meditation session. But be so grateful for those things. You have everything that you need, right? You are enough. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And with this whole, I won't do it quick enough, there's no timeline. Right, the course itself has a timeline, but you don't have a timeline. You're living to, you're going to go like another freaking 60 rounds around the sun, mate.
That's right.
Colonel Sanders didn't release his secret recipe until he was 71.
Yeah.
The Goose vodka guy, I think he was like 88. He was a billionaire for 2 years. Like, seriously, you've got another 60 rounds around the sun. You are exactly where you are. You have got everything that you need within you. You've got all the resources. You've got all the creativity. You need to be really grateful for these lessons, because this has brought you to this moment and has allowed you to realize that you have everything within you and that you are enough. Okay?
Yes.
So I will put myself on silent, do whatever you need to do, and I'll let you come back to me when you're ready, when you've thought about these things, you're grateful. All right, and then what I want you to do is I'm going to take some more time with you, just 5 minutes, and get a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to write out what letting go of not being enough looks like for you, what that means.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can you take a photo and just send it to me?
I can absolutely.
Like what you've written down?
Absolutely. I don't have to read it. I'll take a few Indiana thumb smells. All right. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we are. I'm going to take a couple of different ones for you. You can't have this one. You know what you can have that? A sleep. All right.
Cool.
I've sent them through to you. I'm going to give you some of your own time. I am just going to, would you prefer some music throughout this or not?
No.
No?
No.
Beautiful.
No. I'll just go through it.
All right, beautiful. So yeah, ground, feel it for a second, let it go, be absolutely grateful and blessed.
Mm.
And then when you're ready in your time, start writing down or drawing whatever you want, what this would mean for you once you let go that feeling of not being good enough.
Okay.
So down, I am enough.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. I'm unstoppable. I'm ferocious. I'm whatever you want. Okay. I'm going to do something else with you a little bit later. We're going to revisit this because we're going to keep conditioning it. But yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Enjoy.
She's down.
Mum, I brought the one so we can make two. Oh. Behind my belly to make two ropes.
Awesome.
This one can be for me and this one can be for you.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is for you, and this is for me.
Thank you.
This is for me.
Mm.
My favorite.
You said it, Joe. You're doing fantastic. Can you say that?
Thank you.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Really awesome.
Good. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to share something with you, okay?
Mm.
I'm going to take you through a little thing. What I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to know that whatever plan we're going to work on, because at the end of this, at the moment, we're talking about whether you join the Sexy Brand Building Formula or not. I mean, this conversation that I have with you, it may be a completely different plan that we work on. Whatever you choose as your biggest crossroad moments at the moment is fine, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to close your eyes and know that whatever decision that you are making, you can choose to make it as exciting or as calm as you want. If it's joining the Sexy Brand Building Formula, you know, that you can make that as big a decision as you want to or as little decision as you want to. In your life, problems are only problems if you choose to.
Okay.
That's actually perfect. What I want you to do is I want you to think of everyone that you love.
Yeah.
I want you to take the time now to feel those people and bring them in and love them
Mm.
and thank them. Okay, so to do that now, just close your eyes. If he comes in and starts talking, that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in a state of humming this. Perfect painting. That is just beautiful. I want you to think of all the people that you love and all the people that you have loved. And I want you to bring them in, and I want you to see them in front of you. And I want you to feel their love and thank them for that.
I want to feed them with cheese.
I want you to see your kids and think about everything.
Lots of cheese for all the mouses, so I can feed them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can go and get it if you want.
That's her baby.
But if
You need to be quiet.
all of the
You can see, absolutely.
pets eat them, we won't have to feed them.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hey, how perfect is this? I feel like they know. I feel like they know.
Yeah.
They know. So just, you know, eyes open, eyes closed, just feel, just a second, baby.
What's
Get
that?
that soda water. Yeah, exactly. You know, don't you? You know. You're not worried about anything. I want you to think of Rolly and think of when he was born, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was a blank slate. He
Mm.
didn't have any of these worries. He didn't have any of these concerns, any of these so-called fears. He didn't have any limiting beliefs. Right? He's an absolute blank slate. And so were you when you were a baby. You came here and you were an absolute blank slate. Okay, but everything that you wrote down on that paper, just a second, baby, has happened for a reason. It's happened for a reason, and that's why we express gratitude, because it gets you to this point right now. It gets you to your crossroads, which is a fantastic one. And your crossroads can be as calm and balanced or as exciting as you choose to make it. Yes, babe. Yes. How about you take it outside? Okay. Well, can you get into your state of Ayla balance, please, then? And just be calm. Thank you. And anyone that's ever said anything to hurt you, anyone that's said anything to make you uncomfortable or make you feel fearful, feel love for that and thank them and express that with gratitude. And feel absolute love and confidence and balance, knowing that there was a reason for that and that was already written into the script and that was meant to happen. Anytime you've ever felt guilty, anytime you've ever felt like you've said something that was unnecessary, completely allow yourself to forgive yourself for that, because that's all fine too. You're surrounded by love, surrounded by power, and everything's going to be perfectly fine. Now, in a second, I'm going to ask you what plan it is that you want to work on, and we're going to look at the problems and challenges that you may face that you might need a plan. That might be the second brand building formula, it might be something else. But on the weekend, I was talking to Calvin about my business, because this is my priority at the moment. My kids and my business, that is my laser focus. Oh, like a turtle.
Yeah.
And Calvin said to me, Abby, there will be the first month where you hit $50,000. And then he'll say, there's the next month where you'll hit 100,000. Then you'll hit $1 million. He said, let's go. He said, you'll hit $50,000 in a month. He said, that's going to be so fantastic. And he said, and then guess what? He said, you'll plateau out. Or you'll probably lose it all. And he said, and that's fantastic. He said, I've lost my first $50,000. His coach, Roy, who earns $1 million a month, he lost his first bit. He said, but that is a perfectly fantastic opportunity. You can be as calm about it or as excited about it as you want. And the reason that you're going to lose that first $50,000, just a second, babe, just a second. I know that's Kathy. That's Kathy. I had a breakthrough with her today too. The reason why losing that first $50,000 is so exciting is because it's an opportunity for learning. But he said the reason that you're going to lose your first $50,000 is because, like you said, he said to me, because he watches me, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Business is a new thing for you, or your clients are going to do. And it's very hard for them to learn the lesson. Doing things the way you've always done it, then you're never going to improve. You're never going to hit the next mark, and you're never going to hit the next mark. And if you keep doing things the way you've always done them, if you don't up your game, if you don't level up, if you don't show up, then you'll lose those things. So, with that being said, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If we keep doing things the same way that we've always done them, there's no opportunity for us to level up. And that's not just in business. That's not just in finance.
Yeah.
So, what is your crossroads? What would you like to talk about creating a plan of action for right now?
For earning $10,000 a month while staying at home with my children.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's perfect. As Calvin was saying, I think we can work with that. That's okay. Can you go now because Mum needs her. Mum needs to write on her bit of paper. That'd be great. And if you could the perfect.
Do you want a drink? Drink.
I'd love red. That sounds like a perfect color. That's your meditation color, isn't it? Absolutely. Ayla's picking your colors and she's picking red and blue.
Awesome.
Red was Ayla's meditation today. So that's got some kind of significance in it. And what does blue mean? Go. So this morning, red meant love being warm and meditation this morning. And go.
Cool.
and then we'll go to the give me a kiss. It does mean so. So, do you have a plan for earning or have any inclination in your heart about what you need to do to level up and earn $10,000 a month at home with your babies?
Well, starters, I need to be committed to that.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Choose something that people want to buy.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to be committed to one thing, which I feel like is blocking me too. Yeah.
That's fine. Absolutely. Do one thing well, and that's okay. This is if you do choose to do a brand building formula, your strategy session. Now you can have that with me, or you can have that with anyone, but they will help you to create a plan around that. That whole 12 weeks, if that's what you choose to do, you will come up with an idea, a product, a business plan. This course that you are doing now, that was part of the product that I got in my course, and then I just used that to create the content that I wanted. So I knew that I wanted to give a service. What I wanted to do, create a service. It was my life's work. You know, it was all my experience, my life's work that I could share with other women and help other women for, and I just needed a platform to do that with. So there are people that do dog fences. There are people that, do kids' health and all sorts of things. But mine was my life's work, my life's journey of discovering who I was and what I was worth. And then that provided me with a platform and a strategy to then get that out there. The first call I had, I didn't know that I was going to do this. I actually thought that I was going to market an MLM company. That was my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, okay. Excellent. Excellent. So are you looking at something like coaching? Do you have any idea at the moment?
No. I don't. But whenever we get on calls together, I tend to, in my head, want to lean towards that because I know that it's massively changing my life, these calls.
Yep.
So stuff comes up then for teenagers with me, with other parents, in creating happiness and peace and the life that people want to live. And then I also get excited about minerals and soaps and stuff that get into our body that are really yummy.
I feel like I just need to partner up. So after this call, once we finish this, I'm going to share with you my big plan. All right? Because I'm a huge believer in collaboration as well.
Yeah.
All right. So it sounds to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have made the choice to do the sexy building formula. That is the path that you're taking. Yeah?
Yeah. Because I feel like I need some kind of structure. And because I have all these ideas and I don't know what to do with them.
And that's still me now.
Yeah.
I sent through my latest sales funnel to my team and they were like, you need to talk to Rhonda. That needs some strategy work. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. So absolutely. But you know what? People that don't have ideas don't move forward. They don't make money.
Yeah.
Okay. They just don't. And they
Yeah.
don't move forward in life either. All
Yeah.
right. So let's look at the challenges that you might face before you do the call. All right. Doing the sexy brand building formula. Now, same thing. You can start in the 12-week program, and then you might have a product or a service, and then decide to do the done for you, because it doesn't stop after that 12 weeks. You will come away with a product. You will come away with a strategy. But there is work, and there's ongoing marketing, and there's ongoing, and you stay within that conversation. All right.
Yeah.
The cool thing for you is you've got me, you've got Leah, you've got Tiffany, you've got Stacker. All right. You already know these people.
Yeah.
We've got your back.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got your back. I believe in you, and I believe in you as a person. So I'm actually a little bit selfishly as well, which is fine. Like, I can't wait to see what her ideas are, because I feel like there's going to be some kind of amazing fusion, somewhere down the track.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are your 3 main challenges still, you won't get it done quick enough? The money, so it's $5,000 is the one you're looking at, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Mine was 40 grand, just so you knew, just so you know.
Yes, I know.
I didn't have that long around either, just quietly.
Yeah.
I just bought a house, so I was like, oh, that would have been handy. But anyway, and have I told you the burrito story?
No, you quickly touched on it, but you didn't, elaborate.
So I had the exact same doubts that you are having right now. Really similar.
Hang on, I'm just going to turn the light on. Hang on. That's better. Okay.
Okay. I had the exact same doubts that you're having, Dad. The difference is, and the cool thing is, and you've just done it, is I recognised them for what it was. I recognised that there was an opportunity in front of me. Every fibre of my being was saying that these are my people and I had to do this. Every fibre of my being. So the first thing, clarify with yourself if this is what you truly want, if your instinct is saying, yes, I need to do this.
Yeah.
And no matter what, remember, there are no mistakes, there are no failures. At the end of the day, $5,000 isn't a life-changing amount. I know it sometimes feels like it, but it's not. If you and I wanted to, and I've done it before, this is where I need to up my game, because I know I can do it. I've made $5,000 in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kim made $1 million in a day the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, I was bragging about my 5 grand in a day, but he came and just smashed it. I was like, get out, mate. Go. It was really funny. Really funny, and I don't know what I want to do. That's great. Excellent, perfect. You are resourceful enough. You've got everything you need right now. If you want to, you could go out and make $5,000 in a day.
I feel like I could.
Yeah, you could.
But
You could.
yeah.
Absolutely. The stuff I was prepared to do to get Calvin as my coach and come up with that money in a day. Okay, excellent. So let's look at these for what they are. So from 1 to 10, you won't get it done quick enough. How much of a pressing issue is it? And I'm taking you through the championing your challenges activity. So you can do this with anything in your life, relationships, business, finance, kids. You can show this to your kids.
Yeah.
Right. So the first step is that we brainstorm our challenges. The second step is so important, all right? And we've only got 3 here. But sometimes when we start to think about our challenges, we throw out, I've had people that have had lists 40 plus. Right? That's why I do this. Yep. So I say, what is the likelihood, or how pressing is this issue for you from 1 to 10? 1 being not at all, 10 being really pressing. It's absolutely going to happen. Oh, well, actually, let's even go back before that. I didn't do this for you because you don't need to, but Yes, no, maybe. The very first thing you do once you've brainstormed your challenges there is you do a yes, no, and maybe. So you go through and say, will it happen? Yes. Won't it happen? No. Might it happen? So let's do that. Won't get it done quick enough. Is that that definitely will happen? That won't happen, or that might happen?
That might happen.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That you won't come up with the $5,000, or that the 5,000, something to do with your finance. Yes, no, or maybe. Will, won't, maybe.
Hang on. So the question is that I won't come up with it, or I will come up with it.
Is that your fear, that you won't have the $5,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I won't have the $5,000. Yes, no, or maybe.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Mm.
And I don't know what I want to do. Yes, no, or maybe.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Excellent.
Mm.
So the reason that we do this is because a lot of the times, and you'll see this in different areas of your life, some of these things that we come up with are no's. This won't happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? And the reason we do that is because we fill our heads with fake challenges. I don't use fear anymore. Fake fears, fake challenges. Okay?
Yeah.
And we worry about them.
Yeah.
There's no point. It actually frees up our mental space to worry about the things that will impact on our success and have the ability to move us forward. All right, so we get them out straight away. So we've got yes, no, maybe. And just to prove that point, I spoke to Brooke about this yesterday. So our brain takes in 2 billion bits every second. And we actually only comprehend 5 plus 2 minus 2. So between 7 and 3 bits. So the way that your brain does that is by deleting. So a lot of what you're seeing you don't see, distorting, or generalizing. So if I said to you right now, look around your room, I want you to find everything that's green. Go green, 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 green. All right, name them for me.
Drink bottle, toys, vase, a little lip gloss pot, my drink bottle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I put your brain into a situation, right? And this is what we're doing when we're experiencing things. Your brain will look for what's happening and it will validate it. So if you walk into a room and you convince yourself that everyone in that room doesn't like you, your brain's going to start looking for things to validate that. So someone simply turning around and going to the toilet, your brain will go, oh, they hate me, they've just snubbed me. No, they've just turned around to go to the toilet. All right, so if you set your brain up for that, for good things, you'll start looking for good things. So this is what I've just done for you. So you started looking for everything that was green. Your brain would not have focused on and probably deleted a whole heap of stuff within your vision that wasn't green. Delete.
Yeah.
Distorts. You probably saw a whole heap of things that weren't actually really green, that might have been blue or aqua or something else that you went, well, green. Okay, distorted it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you generalize. So you didn't see all the different spectrums of shades of green. You just generally, you didn't see bottle green, you didn't see, you just, everything was green, right? So this is what our brain does, all right? And that's how it helps us to take in lots of things with only 7 to 3 things. So if we're worrying about things that aren't a problem, it really limits our ability to focus.
Yeah.
Barack Obama had the same, he wore the same suit every single day. Because you have a quota of about 200 things that you can concern yourself with in your week. Now you're a mum, so you have a quota by about Tuesday morning. Why do you give us drink wine? Because you're not concerned with what you have to do, you're concerned with what they've got to do, right?
Yeah.
So we can do, and this is just a tip, but there's things that we can do to get smarter about this. Okay, my next door neighbour's ringing me now. There we go. So things like Barack Obama wore the same suit. He had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was all the same, and he had different ties for every day, and it was all lined up there, shoes, everything. So all he had to do was get up and put it on. He was asked the question, why do you have the same suit every day and your ties picked out? And he said, well, I have to make some big decisions. So I don't want to waste my brain energy on the little ones.
Mm.
Because they know they've only got 200 things in a week that they can focus on. So for us, it's things like planning out your outfits for the week and what your kids are going to work for the week, something that you don't have to worry about is going to free up so much space. Planning meals for the week, planning shopping and stuff for the week, the impact that that alone will have on your ability to focus will be huge. Anyway, just my little tip for you as well as my thing. So once we've wiped out all the things that aren't going to happen, that we don't need to worry about, or the things that are so minuscule in probability, all right? So this is why the next bit we go, the likelihood. So you said you won't get it done quick enough. Now, this actually isn't even an issue, just so you know. I'll be there to help you. It will be hard work. But the thing is, this business of yours is a work in progress. So you will not have it perfected in 12 weeks. If you do, sell that and you will sell it to every billionaire in the world. If you can create the perfect business in 12 weeks, mate, you're done. 12 weeks is dead. Okay?
Yeah.
Seriously. Richard Branson's going to be all over that shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got a maybe there. What's the likelihood of you not getting it done just for the purpose of this experience from 1 to 10? 10 being I definitely won't get it done quick enough. 1, not even me.
Probably a 3 or even a 2.
Yep.
It's probably more likely that I would get it done.
Yeah, you'll probably get all the things done, but then you continue to work on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As am I. And we'll probably change from having these calls to having like, right, I've got a sales funnel idea. I need to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a 2 comma club next year. What do you think? All right, $5,000. The likelihood of you not having the $5,000. What is that from 1 to 10? How pressing is that?
So that's it. Hang on. 1.
1 is like, I'll come up with the 5,000. 10 is
Yeah. So I just see it as a 10. It's so in the way. It's so in the way.
Perfect. That's why we do this. That is excellent. Excellent. You're doing really well. That is perfect. Perfect. I don't know what to do. That being an issue. You actually not knowing what to do. 1's like, I'm lying. I know what I want to do. 10's like, I don't know. I've got no freaking concept of what I want to do.
So probably a 5 or 6.
Excellent. So then what we do, because I feel like you've got some ideas, you just need some strategy. Yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So then what we do for the purpose of this, the things that we don't have to worry about, like the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and even 6s, we don't worry about. We focus on the 7s to 10s. The 10s are always first. Because these are the ones that are most pressing. These are either the ones that are going to move us along the quickest, or they're the ones that are stopping us the most. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's focus on this. Yes, babe. Oh, thanks, babe. I've got a present.
Aww.
I'm going to open it. What is in there? Oh, Jodie. It's an animals book.
Aww.
That's so lovely. I'll read that once I finish my call. Can you do me a favour and jump in the cot with Indy and talk to her? I'm nearly finished with Jodie. Thank you. She's picking her nose. So that's what we do, right? The next thing that we do is we look at we brainstorm. This is why it's really cool to do it with a person or a group of people, all right?
Yeah.
We look at every possible action, as fantastic or as crazy as they may seem, that you might be able to take to solve that challenge, or if that challenge arises, right? So go.
I have like a list that I just remembered I had of things of how I can create money. And I've got like 84 things on that list.
Okay. So you need to look at your list.
Need to get the list out. Wow.
Yeah. Is there
So
any-
it's things like like painting and selling artwork, selling soaps. What else? I have so many things on that list. Ironing for people. Creating people's websites. Creating people's business cards.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
What I learned on the weekend is that every really smart business person has a side business to fund improving their business.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. So they actually don't go, yeah, absolutely. I was like, oh, yes. So hang on, keep
That's really good for me.
You're going to get
Because I've got so many ideas.
Exactly. You just call it Toby's stuff. And you just do whatever. All right. Keep going.
So selling furniture that I have in my shed, upcycling the furniture I have and then selling it, selling all the clothes that I don't fit into anymore, selling my children's clothes, my children's toys, all the stuff we don't use in our house that's just cluttering up our life.
I thought you were going to say selling my children then. I told you. That's crazy.
Becoming a photographer, taking photos of children and weddings, taking photos and selling them to magazines. Becoming a what do you call them? A writer, a columnist in a magazine. Creating my own magazine. Designing house plans for people. Becoming a colour consultant for people building new homes. Being a kitchen designer or a bathroom designer. Oh, of course. I could be a shoe designer.
Oh.
Mow lawns for people, wash people's cars. Could sell like little, I don't know what they're called, little gum trees. What are the little versions called? Seedlings?
Yeah.
Hatchlings?
Yeah.
Oh, I can sell our pig face.
Yes.
Take off cuttings and sell like a box of 200.
I kind of feel like you should probably have a business that's called Side Swagger. And you literally just come up with ideas and strategies for people to make money and start their own businesses.
That would be cool.
Kids?
Yeah.
It's perfect. Hang on, Indiana has just run away with a red pen. Oh, I think she's going to my board. I've got...
Yeah. So making cakes. I actually had an idea. to have a cake business that is called Little Raven, and it is like a tiny piece of cake that is like 4 mouthfuls, because that's all we need. When we want something sweet, that's all we need. We don't need a whole massive donut that's this big that we force ourselves to eat because we bought it and it's going to make us sick. I know. Oh.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
So there is so much that you can
much.
So I'll show you what I'm doing here. I've put, oh, right, she's ringing me. I've put side swagger or hustle, right? And you can start with as many of these as you want. Now, I'm just looking at, so other things I've put down for you and we can keep because we're doing everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can ask your friends and family. You can ask your community clubs for a donation. You could do fundraising, which is kind of like a side swagger, but you could actually do a specific fundraising. You could go and find investors. How funny is it when you talk about not being in debt, but you have investors? I don't owe that person money. They invested in me.
Oh, yeah.
I've had to say that to my mum and dad before. Thank you for investing in me. My corporation isn't doing as well as I predicted, so the returns aren't fantastic. So I can't provide you with the dividends that you need right now. But if you have faith in me, I promise you that you'll get a good return for your investment. Thank you. Reframing. Frustration, intriguing. Debt, investing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
So one of those investors, as an example, is that Rhonda and Brian, because they get such good return on their clients and their clients' ability to make money. Just a second, there is a financing organisation that you can utilise in Australia.
Okay.
Rita. So that's another. Thank you, baby. There are. What about grants? Wow. And pony.
Aww.
And crab.
Oh, beautiful.
Selling old toys. I think this is a sign to get started.
Yes, it's a sign.
Yes. You could, okay, so there is finance, so SBBS finance. That's how I did mine.
Yeah.
So I think I put a down payment, to be really honest, of about $7 grand, and I had that there for something else. And I still had like my savings and stuff, which was fine, but that's what I decided. I would have put more down if I had known, but that's worked out for me to pay back the 32 or something that I owed. I think I need to look at my budget, $134 a week over 5 years.
Yeah.
So $5 grand would be much less. So if you think of it, you could get that less. So I'm just, as an example, this is why you could go for that loan. And I had to change my mindset around loans too, because I used to think it was a really bad thing, but I don't now, because A, I can claim it. B, I'm putting money in that's going to make me a whole heap of money out.
Yeah.
And I just know that that's happening. So you could do that and then just start up, like let's say, for example, it was $50 a week to pay that back. One of your side swaggers is going to make that and then some.
Yeah.
Even if you just had to do 2 hours of ironing. Or, you know, sell 50 little raven cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. So that's just a really, and if you're not comfortable with loans, you make the money back quicker. You just go, what I make from that is funding this.
Yeah.
That gives you a little bit of fire up your ass too. So you might make that back in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then you're debt free and you've got your course and a business.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. That is so cool.
See, you have everything that you need right now.
Yeah.
You have everything you need right now. You could go out and make $5 grand tomorrow. You could do it. You could get that resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that's because we do, and when you look at it like that, you're like, shit.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Exactly, and then you break it down, you go, well, the finance might cost me, it probably won't even cost $50 a week. Whatever you are comfortable with, and then you just do a side swagger. I'm sure you've got friends that will pay you $30 an hour to iron all their clothes. 2 hours a week and you're done.
Yeah. Easy. And I have a babysitter as well in my mum who lives down the hill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, or you could borrow that money off your mum, interest free, and then go and do 2 hours of work for her to pay it back over a certain amount of time. Or start your business and put that money back into paying her back. Lots of presents today.
Yay.
It's a little raven cake.
Oh, yay.
There's lots of signs going on here. Cool. So we've got your side swaggers, ask for investors, friends, family, community, bowling club, fundraising, investors, loan, so the financing through sexy brand building formula.
Cool.
Is there any other crazy ideas? Yes, actually here, if you take this, I want you to ring Amy and you say, if I put pants on, can I come over? Say, Mum's doing it. We've got to go to the shop. That's right. Oh, sorry. So you see how now this is championing those challenges.
Yeah.
What looked like a big problem, I'm not going to come up with that money. Now you're like,
yeah.
so out of all those options, and you can come up with more, and the reason is that sometimes as well we try things and it doesn't work out the way we want them to, which is great.
Yeah.
I've already been told that I'm going to lose my first $50,000 in a month. Fantastic, can't wait. But you have a plan for when that happens. So I started making a plan for if that happens. If that happens, what am I going to do? So now if it does happen, I'm not going to be like, I'm like, it's all right, I've got a plan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Well, if you give me a few more minutes, we'll go to the shop soon. Yes. Okay. So then what we do once we've brainstormed all these things, we come up with what's the best option and we create a plan around it. And if that one doesn't work out so well, well, you've got 84 plus a whole heap more things to choose.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where we have it all down. You go, oh, that didn't work. I'll try that one.
Yeah.
I even do this when I have to have an awkward conversation with people.
Yeah, right.
I pre-plan. So I know what I'm going to say. I know how I'm going to act. I know how I'm going to hold myself. Indiana is painting, just so you know. Yep, everything.
Oh, dear.
I'm just having a great time. It's like this morning, my friend Trent came in and he's like, oh my God, did you know that there's like paint and marker and stuff on your walls from when I was in I had a 10-minute shower. And I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, like, it's a rental. I said, yeah, but it'll come off. He's like, how? Like, I'm not sure yet, but I know there is something out there. I'm not going to stress myself. Only problem if I choose to make it a problem. And right now, it's not my priority. So I don't care. He's like, okay, Jen. All right. So then we pick a plan. We pick a plan. This is going to be really valuable. Do you mind if I post this on the Discover Your True Self site?
No, that's fine.
It's going to be very useful. Pick a plan. So out of all those things, what resonates with you? What do you think is the best option for you to get the outcome that you want? So at the moment, it's the sexy brand building formula, which will kickstart whatever you want to do. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the $5,000 is the most pressing issue. So that's what we've worked on. And you can go through and you can do this with all the other things you can do in any area of your life. So out of those actions, what do you think is your best action to take? And then we'll just do steps around it.
So I reckon the financing.
Yep.
So then I have a goal, like a monetary goal of then selling everything in my house. And I know that, say, whatever that number is, that's what I'm going to achieve this week.
Excellent. Excellent. So we're going to go with the finance. So I'm putting a big circle around it and a tick. I love colourful stuff. Very visual. Okay. And then we pick a plan and we're going with the financing. So what steps do we need to do to put that in place? So one, you need to have your strategy call. Yeah?
Yeah.
Strategy call. Would you still like to do that with me, or Brian might actually speak to you?
Oh, I'll do it with you.
All right, cool. I might get onto him and say, if you want me to, I'll say that you're keen to go on to the 5,000, and then excellent. So I'll do that. Excellent. We'll do the strategy call, and you upgrade. You request finance from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So they will put you onto their finance people. That's what they will do. I had Frida. She's lovely.
Okay.
Very nice. She's very nice. And at the end of this, I'm going to tell you the burrito story. All right, excellent. Then what's your next step? So let's say you get finance approved. While that's happening, what are we doing?
We are posting photos of my clothes, for starters, on Buy, Swap and Sell.
Yep.
My clothes, and children's toys and furniture.
Excellent. Excellent. Anything else? Such an easy one. Such a quick one. I love it.
Yeah. Then once everything's sold, then we sell these. I just haven't got our website up properly. Yeah. Yeah. So I can sell them as well. As well.
So a recovery spray. Now you might do that. You might go set up a stall down the street. You might take them to the footy. You might let your friends know, get on there and do lives and do, whatever you want to. So you put that and your recovery spray. Yep.
So then I'll start painting artwork.
Excellent. I kind of feel like you're going to be making more than $5,000. Hustle, baby, hustle. Not only do I need to get us horns, I also need to get us those caps that Rhonda's got with hustle written across it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Excellent.
It's fun.
You put all that money aside and you pay back the finance. Remembering that because you're starting a business, any interest that you pay is tax deductible.
Yeah. Yes.
How are you feeling?
Really good. Really, it was like so simple.
Isn't it? I know.
Yeah.
I started so intense. Any crossroad call starts with that intensity, because I need you to have a 10% commitment to making a decision at that crossroads. I also need you to understand that whatever decision you make is yours. I have a lot of people going, but will you tell me if I make the wrong decision? And I'm like, no. Because it's not my decision, and I hate to break it to you, it's not going to be wrong. It might not work out the way you want it to. It doesn't mean it's wrong. Just
Yeah.
another opportunity. All those things we wrote down, all those things that it's cost you, none of them are wrong. We're very grateful for all of those.
Mm.
None of that happened. We wouldn't be having this crossroads conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't be wanting to move. You'd still be stuck.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Plateau, dabbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting because I
is.
get to move.
Yeah.
Yes.
And be grateful and I actually did a parts integration on the weekend because one of my things was I had a thing where I was like, I either get to be a successful mum or a successful business person. So I did a parts integration with that and I'm like, nah, bulled up. Sometimes I have to prioritize being a successful mum over a business person at this moment because Indiana still needs me to survive. So, but I can do this, I can do that, and just laser focus. It was so fantastic. Now the burrito story, and the reason I said that
yes.
for a mum, and I know that that's going to come up for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like me, like Letitia, and we all deal with it in different ways, and you just deal with it in your way. You take bits and pieces for whatever works, and you throw out the shit that doesn't. You know.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
The burrito story. So Rhonda and Brian they had multi-million-dollar investments. Rhonda was on 6 figures in a pharmaceutical company, and Brian was a robotics engineer. They had the American dream. They had the house, they had the car, they had the whole bit. And then they got into this multi-million-dollar property investment. They brought a lot of friends and family in as well that paid a lot of money into it, and it all got taken. They got left with nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, right.
Nothing. They didn't have money for food. They didn't have money for, anything, right? And they decided that they were going to go, well, they were tossing up, deciding they were going to go work online, they were going to do this, all this stuff. And then they were walking down the street and they were hungry, so Brian bought a burrito, $5 burrito, and put it on the card. He didn't have $5 in there, so it resulted in a $35 overdrawn.
Yeah.
You can imagine that moment when that came in. That was their moment, right? That was their high, perfect storm moment. That's your crossroads, right? That's your make or break. And they had to make it. They fought, fucking argued, right? And it was everyone's fault, And then they had to make a decision because they could have fixed it then or there and gone back to their 6-figure jobs and taken up corporate jobs the next day. They were both very well recognised within their industries, but they chose that was their crossroads moment, and that they were going to do the hard yards and they were going to work on being happy, their way, life on their terms. So yeah, that's the burrito story. Brian told me that and I clicked the rusty button. I'm like, that's exactly why I chose to speak to you. Because I mean, when you do, you just talk to people that have done it before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm always yapping about some burrito and everyone's like, oh, hang on a sec, sorry. I just lost a red pen to a 1-year-old. Where's the pen? Oh, yours is beautiful. Right, it's all right, she's dropped the pen. It's all over my tiles. It's fine, I'll get it off. And my wall. That's right.
It's a whiteboard marker, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll come off the tile.
It'll come off.
Yeah, it'll be fine. The walls are covered in whiteboard marker and pencil. That's okay. And
it'll come off.
It's amazing
It'll come
how
off.
creative they can be in a space of 10 minutes. Amazing. See how I reframe that? It's amazing how creative my kids can be in such a short period of time.
Exactly. And you're like a millionaire, so you just get the house repainted before you go.
I'll just buy another one. No, I won't.
That's right.
No, I won't. No, no. Oh, funny. Okay, my dear. Well, I'm going to leave you with that. I thank you for your time. I will get this.
Thank you for your time.
Now, I love these calls. I love them. Now, if you would, I will end this call now. All right?
Yeah.
Good work, by the way. You did really well.
Cool.
Really, really.